Stop it. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. Stop it. Stop what you're doing. Stop doing this to your manga. Hey. All right, listen, guys. I'm not actually that mad. Unless I am. I'm a firm believer of do whatever the heck you want to do. Especially when it comes to manga. Like, collect it any way you want. Do what you want to do. Don't care about what other people think. I made a video right here talking about all that stuff. You can go check it out. It's kind of old, but it still holds true. Who gives a crap what anybody else thinks? But if you do this to your manga, I will literally hate you. No, not really. So I'm not as invested as I used to be when I started collecting manga, but occasionally I'll still go on Reddit and I'll check out the manga community on there. I always see the same things, and I don't know why, but they just get on my nerves. Like, why are people doing these things? Why are you the way that you are? People do these things and they have their own reasons for doing them. Like I said, do whatever the heck you want. But me personally, I will never do these sinful acts. And no, I'm not talking about hentai. But right before I get into it and I start explaining all this stuff that pisses me off, I don't know why. If you do enjoy this video or you agree with anything that I'm saying, be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, but without further ado, let's just get started. Number 1, people who arrange their manga backwards. Why? Okay, now hold on a second. Some of y'all have already either started smashing your keyboards or going and changing your manga collection. Let me explain. The only reason I'm so passionate about this is because I used to do that myself. When I started collecting manga, I was collecting One Punch Man. I followed the reasonable logic that I think most people who do this follow. In English, we read left to right, and therefore we organize our books left to right. But in Japanese, they read their books right to left, hence why manga is right to left. So therefore, we must organize our books right to left. So I'm gonna do it the authentic Japanese way, and I'm gonna organize my books right to left. No, that's not how it works. I feel like this is mostly a letter to my past self. Let me educate y'all. Yes, you would read Japanese right to left, but when you organize the books, you still organize them left to right. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. These are the volumes of Goodnight Pun Pun, and if you look at the spines, they make the shape of the bird of Pun Pun. Tell me exactly how that would work if you were organizing your books like this. 2, 1, or 1, whatever the backwards numbers. See, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That's what I'm trying to say. And now, in all fairness, these are the English releases versions of these. So let me find another example. One Punch Man, the one I was just talking about. Again, this is the English release of One Punch Man, but the Japanese version is basically the same thing. If you look at volumes 19, 20, and 21, they make a shape, and actually 22 and 23 do the same, and I'm assuming 24 will as well when it is released. But basically, they make a picture of Saitama punching. What is he punching? He's just punching the air or something. These volumes in that order make an image, and they wouldn't do that if they were the other way around. You know what I mean? I go on Reddit all the time and I see new collectors especially who organize them backwards. My first instinct is gotta comment, gotta tell them they're wrong, but of course I don't see the point. People can do whatever the heck they want, but I always check the comments to see if anybody else has said that. And lots of times they do. They're like, why are you organizing them backwards? And I've seen some good responses. Some people are like, well, I organize them backwards so I know which ones I've read. I don't really understand how that works, and I don't know why you wouldn't just like memorize the number, but hey, like I said, do whatever the heck you want to do. Okay, so the other thing that drives me nuts, and I don't know why, people who organize their entire manga collection, but they individually plastic wrap each volume. Why would you do that? Then every time you want to read a manga, you gotta go take it out of its little baggie. I don't know, it's just gonna have that awful like plastic wrap glare on it, and it looks so bad. It looks so bad. Don't even pretend for a second that it doesn't. I guess the logic here is that people want to protect their manga from dust and from the sun and yellowing, but honestly, when you plastic wrap your manga like that, you're just trapping all the moisture and stuff inside. I don't think it helps at all. Maybe from dust. I see bookstores that wrap manga, usually when there's spiky stuff inside. That makes sense. You don't want kids opening them and reading them in the store. Maybe if you have like a really old volume and it's like falling apart and you want to keep it together, maybe you could plastic wrap it then, but not your whole volume. I'm not gonna go buy a brand new volume from the store and wrap it up in plastic, especially if I plan on reading it and like wanting access to it. I don't know, people collect their manga in different ways. People might have their reasons. Me, personally, I will never do that. I'm not scared of a little yellow on my manga pages, and that's a controversial take. If you don't know what yellowing is, hang on one sec. Okay, right here I have volumes 2 and 3 of Parasite. One of them is really old. It has yellow to the pages, and that's this one right here. And then the other one is volume 3. It's a newly printed volume, and that's this one right here, and the pages are all white. People in the manga community, I don't know why, are really scared of the pages turning yellow for some reason. I don't know why. I think it adds character, makes it look cool. The book still reads fine. It's got some scratches on it. I bought it from a used bookstore. Who cares? I still get to read the manga. I still get to enjoy the story. I'm not planning on like selling it anytime soon, so I don't know. Personally, I don't understand what the fuss is about. Like I said, you do you. You have all the freedom in the world you want. Collect manga the way you want to. If you're scared of a little yellow on your pages, that's fine. You're allowed to be scared of a little yellow on your pages. And the last thing, and I'm sure every one of you can agree with me on this, scalpers. Scalpers are the worst. People who will buy out manga so that nobody has access to them. Basically, they create a monopoly on a certain series or a certain volume of a series, and then they raise the prices by like 1,000%. It's like the PS5 all over again. Personally, I've been lucky enough to not have been totally affected by this. Usually when like a new volume of like Chainsaw Man comes out, I'm really quick to jump on that and get my volume. But some people, they're not as urgent as I am with buying the new volumes. They're just out of luck because some jerk bought like 50 volumes of them. So now there's no volumes of Chainsaw Man anywhere to be found, and the only place you can buy them is on eBay for $700. Do not pay anything like that for volumes of manga. And if you buy that manga, you're just part of the problem. Relax, wait for them to reprint some more. You're gonna have another chance to get it. Just wait for it to come back in stock. Just show a little bit of patience. It'll pay off, literally. Anyway, so that's 3 things. Don't organize your manga backwards. Don't organize your manga with plastic wrap, and don't scalp manga. That's bad. Anyways, that is my opinion. I'm not actually genuinely mad about any of this. It's just stuff that I thought was funny and I wanted to talk about. Let me know in the comments what stuff about manga just drives you crazy. Is there anything that drives you crazy? And also, if you do any of the things I just mentioned, why? Why do you do that? I'm sure people actually have good reasons for them. I just don't see them. Again, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ryan, and bye.